Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Karen with Ask the Spirit Guides. So, I don't know how anybody else is feeling today. It's the 16th, but wow. I'm so glad to recognize that there's a full moon because my nervous system is like, and not in a like anxiety way, but just like a kind of way. So I just feel like I have to keep. I think I mentioned I did another video, angel card reading that I'm going to put out tonight. This one I'm going to put out this afternoon. So you're going to be really sick of hearing from me today. And I even feel like I should do some kind of clearing and some energy work for the full moon, but I'm not sure we'll get to that. I don't know how long it lasts, but anyways, this is part 3 of the UAP government drone situation. But the reason I felt like I had to come and do this right now, which I normally would put this out in the evening, but I'm going to put this out in the middle of the day, is because there's 2 things. So if you watch part 1 and 2, you might want to go back and listen to those. You can watch those first. Then this will make sense. So I want to ask the SG some things because one, I just listened to someone who channels Archangel Raphael. And I'm trusting in these people that that's actually happening. Like it feels very authentic to me, this woman. Anyway, so Archangel Raphael is basically saying that these are not the spiritual realm. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm listening. And so the SG said it is. They said it's both human and the spiritual realm. So one, it could either be the way I'm asking questions. 2, Archangel Raphael, this is why I wanted to come on and ask more questions. I'm going to tell you why in a second, in more detail. But so Archangel Raphael basically said that it's really important to stay out of fear, which we all know that if you've been on this channel, we've been exploring keeping our vibration as high as possible. And I talked about this in Coffee with Karen this morning, that my approach is not going to be just to ignore everything that's going on Earth, because I am having an earthly experience and I want to be able to process those things. And I enjoy processing them out loud here with you and people, whatever comments you make. But we can do that in a way that still keeps our vibration high and still stay kind of aware, okay? Where there's going to be certain channels that are just vibration high only, and just stay out of that, completely stay away from the 3rd dimension, basically. So that's not where I'm at right now. So this is how I'm facilitating the channel. So you have to decide whether that works for you. But this is not what I'm doing. My goal is that we move away from the fear mongering and that we can look at things here in love and stay in the peace end of things. So we can look at things from a perspective that are happening in our lives and find peace in them rather than fear. Okay. So if you watch certain channels like the news or something, when you watch, you're going to walk away in fear, most likely. When you watch here, one of my goals is that you walk away with peace, okay? So we can still look at the same issue, but walk away in peace and higher vibration than you would somewhere else, okay? Not that that's always going to happen, and I can't control how you feel and how you interpret things, but that's my goal. So one of the things, because that's my goal, is I'm wondering with the SGs is, and by the way, I am going to be answering 22 questions right here that people had. This will probably be the last one we do on this, but these questions are not just about UAPs. I mean, there's a lot bigger picture stuff, or maybe even minute stuff. I don't know. So both probably. But I wanted to say, what was I saying about, okay, I got to pause you for a second. Okay, I'm back. So one of the reasons why my intuition is telling me that the SGs in part 1 and 2 might have been talking about this being a spiritual experience. And there are plenty of mediums and others who channel who are saying they are. Okay. So, and I talked a little bit about this, that we could be on different timelines, like talking from, like, look, maybe my SGs are in the timeline I'm in, and they're, when you're watching something else, they're in a different timeline. I don't know. That stuff is complicated right now for me, so I can't really explain it. But what I do know is that when the SGs talk to us from a spiritual perspective, or say, yes, this is us, this is a spiritual thing, we're working with the humans, blah, 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 that it keeps us out of fear, right? So we have to trust. I'm very trusting. And I used to, when I first started, 7 weeks ago, I kind of laugh at that just because my channel is not that old. But when we first started, I used to be like, oh my gosh, if the SGs don't answer correctly, people are gonna, and they do, people get mad. But I'm learning now that it's more important about the message we get today is about the energy that we want to maintain today. So that's why we're not looking at yes and no questions, or that's why my goal is to keep reminding you, if you're visiting here, that you're not looking for absolutes. You're looking for something that helps you feel calm today, helps you process from something from your own perspective, regardless of what happens tomorrow, because energy does change. And we know that if you've been hanging around. So it's really about how it's, that's why I love doing these. And I know there's a handful of people who love watching them, because it's helping us stay relaxed and calm and in a higher vibration. And that is really all that matters, to be honest. And it's fun to explore. Let's see, the SGs are absolutely answering us. I firmly believe that, but we have to trust that they're telling us what we need to hear at the time, whoever's watching this. Okay. So the reason I wanted to come on, and I see that somebody did ask this question, it's number 10. Did Elon Musk, because that's what 45 calls him, so I guess that's why everybody calls him Leon now. So is Elon Musk involved in these drones and stuff? Well, did you guys know? And I did look this up. Now, I don't know if you know of ground.news. If you're looking for kind of like the full picture of news, right, left, and center, that's a really good, it's a subscription though, you'd have to pay for it. But actually you get like 5 free articles a day, I think. So ground.news. And so that is, anyways, I haven't done much research. I just kind of looked real quick because I heard this. But did you know, again, I'm not 100% sure it's true, but it looks true, that Leon's brother owns a drone company? Leon's brother owns a drone company. What do you think about that? Okay, so with that in mind, again, exploration. We're going to just ask. I'm going to ask the rest of your questions, but we're going to explore this idea that I just proposed to find out, really, are these, is this Leon? Is he just creating a distraction? I have a feeling I know why now. And so this is why I wanted to come on here and do this afternoon and not wait. Okay. So you'll see the yes and no. If you're new here, I have a video in the About section, and I will put it in the comments. The first comment, it will pin it there. But if you're new and you're like, I don't know what these things are, I'm not going to do big intros in the beginning of the videos anymore. And so you can watch an intro video. It'd be amazing if you would do that. Okay, if you want to know more about how these things are working. And I've already said my prayer, so I'll say it again. I'm not sure I have with the rods today. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. Hey, you guys. How you doing today? Cool. Okay, so we've got some questions for you. I'm trying to position this so I'm pushing the table back with my feet. Okay, there we go. All right, so then you can at least see the tops. All right. So I'm asking the SGs, is it okay for us to ask, can you see the questions in front of me, please? Are those questions appropriate for us to be talking about today? So yes and yes. Okay. I am going to ask this first. So we did part 1 and 2 for the drones and UAPs videos. And you told us, although it's more complicated, you guys, there's a lot of questions we asked, so you might want to tease it. You might want to go watch those because we kind of tease things out a little bit. It's nothing that as straightforward as I'm going to ask right now, basically. But you told us that there were extraterrestrials involved or other spirits involved with what we're seeing in the skies right now. Is that correct? Yes. So were you telling us that in part 1 and 2 only to keep us away from being fearful about them? Oh, yes. I'm on to you guys. See, this is the thing. If you're going to work with these, because I know a lot of people want to, which is wonderful. And so, but this is the key. This is why it's not so cut and dry. And it's people who think they want to criticize and stuff who have not done this because they just think, we should just know. It's not as easy as it might look. Okay. Okay. So would you still think though, based on your answers, that it would be helpful for people to watch parts 1 and 2 still? Yes. And so it really has to do with anyone who's might be feeling fear around the drones. Yes. Okay. And so the key, my understanding from hearing Archangel Raphael being channeled, is that the key is that we don't get sucked into the energy of the fear around these flying objects. Is that correct? Yes. Is this an attempt from the far right? No. Is this attempt from the Republican Party, some people in the Republican Party, to create a distraction? Yes. Is it a distraction from us continuing to talk about the election being stolen? Yes. I just had this huge intuition when I heard Archangel Raphael, and then I heard that Leon's brother owns. Okay, so does Leon's brother own a drone company? Yes. Is this Leon? Is Leon and his brother involved in this? Yes. Are they able to do this all over the world? Yes. All right, Leon, we're on to you. What a bunch of a-holes. Are they a bunch of a-holes? Yes. I mean, we're just tired of this. I'm just being so we're just tired of it. We're tired of you. We're tired of it. Yes. But I can be tired of it and still keep my energy high. So I'm just going to choose to be humored by it because it's so ridiculous. All right. It's like old tricks, Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's just see what other questions you guys have here. So anyways, this is the kind of thing you can count on with me and the SGs. It's just continuing to peel the layers of understanding. Okay. I'm a human being with an intellect that's different than anybody's because we're all different. And my person, my makeup of my experiences, my thought process, my personality type, all that kind of stuff is just as unique as everybody else's, right? So I have to rely on those things, my ego and all that kind of stuff. And when I get a different picture than what I got yesterday, I'm going to come on and we're going to talk about that because to me, that's the fun part, the unlayering. So that's why I'm never going to say that this is the truth and the only truth ever, 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 ever. Okay. So It's just, for me, a fun exploration. And because this is entertainment purposes, I've been now saying, which I enjoy this concept, this is to entertain different ways of seeing the world. Okay, so I'm here to help you entertain different ways of seeing the world. And it is a form of entertainment because we're entertaining new ideas. And I'm doing it for myself. So I'd be doing this for myself here, so I might as well just film it. And if anybody wants to watch it, they're welcome to, and ask questions and stuff. Okay, number 1. If Harris had won the election on November 6th, would this UAP drone activity still be going on? Right. Is that because Leon would not be needing to, the answer was no. Is that because Leon would not be needing to create a distraction? Yes. So is for sure at least that's what they want us to know today. For today, is it the distraction meant to get us to start talking about the drones and stop talking about the stolen election? Yes. Is there any other purpose, at least for today, behind the drones? Okay. No. Okay, little stinkers. Number 2, are drones searching for the lost nuclear warhead supposedly witnessed being mailed to the US? No. But is there a lost nuclear warhead? Because we asked you that the other day. Yes. So they did say yes the other day. So number 3, is President Biden in direct contact with our alien advisors? Yes. But is he in direct contact with alien advisors in relation to these things we're seeing in the sky over the last couple weeks? No. Okay. Number 14, will Amendment 14 of the Constitution be enacted equal wartime threat equals no transfer of power? Okay, they're not answering. Let me try that again. So you guys got to be careful, because if you're asking questions that I don't know anything about, which is true, I can't, So is it 14, or I heard it was something else, but okay. So if it's not 14, they're not going to know how to answer. Okay. So will Amendment 14 of the Constitution be enacted? No. Okay. Are we under a wartime threat right now? Yes. Is the wartime threat information? Like, is it an act of war from Russia based on our elections? Yes. Is there anybody else involved besides Russia? Yes. So will there be a transfer of power? Let me ask more clearly. They're like yes and no, yes and no. Will there be a transfer of power in January 2025? Yes. Will the transfer of power be to 45? No. Okay, so there's for today, that's the current energy. Okay, so yep, they're saying yes. Today, that's the current energy. Are the UAPs providing info to the Biden administration? Okay, so now they're saying no. So what we're seeing in the skies are not UAPs. Are they UAPs? No. And so are they 100% Leon and his brother's drone company? Yes. Are you telling us this today because you feel that we can manage our fear about this better than maybe the last couple days? Yes. Okay, so The expectation is that we manage our fear over this and keep it. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. So this is good. This is good experience for me because the more we, that we go through this kind of stuff, the more better I'll get at understanding their intentions, which are always pure, by the way, right? Are your intentions always pure? Yes, meaning you'll always want to do right by us. Yes. Okay. So will Biden use, well, we've already just, okay, so it's not this information. So will Biden use this information to correct the vote count from Orange Man to Harris in some way? Yes. So information about, so the whole, this whole distraction with the drones and making the US government look ridiculous right now. Will they be using that information to correct the vote count? I mean, it will be part of the story, basically. Yes. Does it have anything to do with the vote count? No. Okay. All right. Number 8. Is the CIA that is the higher power that controls the beings from other worlds? Is it the CIA that is the higher power that controls the beings from other worlds? No. So that was just a question from the audience here, or from the community. Number 9, is Space Force involved with these? Yes. And so the satellite, it doesn't he have like control over the satellites and stuff? So he can basically do things from, okay, this guy's gotta go. He's gotta go. I mean, come on. The ego on some of these people, it's unbelievable. I mean, we all have them, but come on. All right, I'm being very judgmental. Yeah, see, I'm a judgmental human being also. It happens. Okay. Number 11. On why the UAP. Okay, so I'm not sure. Let me see if these are going to be appropriate now. Is this the first time so many have been flying at once? So these are specific questions about the UAPs. Are they here because of planetary shift? Okay, well, I'm still going to ask these, but not in relation to the drones. Okay, so can you guys answer some questions about UAPs for us? Or UFOs, however we want to look at them? Okay, yes. So they're wide swing. They're like, yes, we'll answer them. All right. No. Let me see. I got to rephrase them a little bit. So so are there UAPs? So even though the ones we're seeing very clearly and obviously, things are so obvious, is that, I just want to make sure, those are not UAP. Are those UAPs? Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. But are UAPs flying around Earth right now? Yes. Are there UAPs that we can't see them? Is that correct? Okay. No. Do some people see them? Yes, but would they make themselves so obviously known like the way that these drones are being seen? Or even these little orbs or whatever? No. What? Okay, let me. I was like, wait, they said yes. I was kind of expecting them to say no. That's funny. What did I even ask? Would they? Okay, so when we get introduced to these, because my understanding from the video, either part 1 or 2, is that the UAPs will make themselves known in the year 2025. Yes. Wide swing, yes. Okay. Will they make themselves known in such an obvious way like this drone situation? Oh, okay. So that's why they were saying yes. So it will be as obvious as this is? Yes. Will we be having to wonder, like we are with this drone situation, what the heck is going on? Okay, that's a pretty wide swing shift in no. Okay. But the ones that's currently happening is not it what's currently happening are have nothing to do with UAPs. No. Okay. All right. Is the main reason for the UAPs to show themselves in 2025? So I'm rephrasing these questions a little bit. Is a response to Mother Earth putting out a distress call? Okay, very wide swing on that. Okay, so when they become more apparent in 2025, is it primarily because of Mother Earth? Yes. Oh, wow. Look at that. They're like going past my shoulder. Okay. Will they be here, or are they here now? Because they are, because a planetary shift is supposed to happen? Yes. So that could mean a lot of things, actually, you guys. So the planetary shift, is it a planetary shift that's going to cause chaos? Yes. Is it something that's a wide swing? Is there something that we need to be concerned about? No. So again, I ask that because I want to keep us at a higher vibration and not be in fear. Okay. Do we need to be afraid of this planetary shift? No. Okay. Okay. So however it ends up, whoever experiences it, we can trust that that's the experience that's in our soul contracts. Yes. Okay. All right. Are they here to protect the universe against nuclear bombs? Yes, meaning they are still currently here. So as after the H bomb went off, the vibration from it affected the universe and didn't only impact Earth? Okay. Did you guys know that the H bomb was going to do that? Okay, but you still let it go off? Okay. Yes and yes. So would you let that happen again today? No. Okay. 15. I'm not even sure I've been counting down for you guys. So so we already determined the life forces flying around are not right now. So is the military involved with what Leon is doing right now? They're saying no. So the military is not involved, but does the military know what Leon is doing? Yes. Have they approved him to do that? Has the military approved Leon to do this? No. Okay. So they're obviously aware. Are they dealing with it effectively? Yes. Is Leon and his brother gonna get in trouble for this? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Are they here to keep us? So somebody asked, are UAPs on Earth or in our water or whatever that we know are here, just not being seen right now? Have they been here to help keep humans from destroying ourselves and our planet? Yes. Is there any other reason for them to be here? I know I already asked that, but I just like to know. Okay. Are they here I know we just asked this, but are they here to stop a nuclear event? Yes. Have they already stopped a nuclear event? Let's just say yes. So I'm from like North Korea. Yes, because I know they were doing some testing. Remember that? Okay, so somebody asked, are the UAPs leaving the planet? No. Okay, so somebody is, so they said no, but I'll ask this anyways. Are the UAPs leaving the planet because something big is going to happen to Earth? So, i.e., like jumping from a sinking ship? No. So, would the UAPs allow the Earth to sink like a sinking ship? No. I mean, why would, it's interesting because obviously the UAPs, aliens, extraterrestrials, they are just spiritual beings. They're one of God's spiritual beings, entities. And so we want to continue coming down to earth. Is that correct? Yes. So there's a lot of spiritual beings that want the chance to come to earth and keep having experiences. Yes. I mean, that's really what we're doing. So if we as spiritual beings want to continue coming to earth, we're not going to let it be destroyed, even though in our humanness, can be a bunch of ding-dongs. I know the word for ding-dong, that's not very good. I mean, that's icky, but even I think dork, dingling, these are words that you can look up the word dork and then you'll know what I mean. But I don't know, did you guys grow up going, I'm such a dork? There's another meaning behind dork, and I think my sister told me what it was. So now every time it just comes out of my mouth, because it comes out naturally, because I've been saying it forever, not I'm a dork, but just using the word dork. Anyways, you can look it up. I need to stop using it. Because now once you look it up, you're going to be like, Karen, stop. Just stop. All right, 22. Are they here because of potential natural disasters on the horizon? The UAPs. Yes. Okay, so the last question was, and my sister thought this was an amazing question, so she put it at the bottom with a smiley face. So this is for one person in particular who asked this. When they come, so in 2025, will they come and pick me up and take me home? No. Sorry. Does this person want them to pick him or her up and take them home? Yes. Okay. So this person needs to just stay on their soul contract path and go home when they're called home, right? Yes. So, cute question. Will they come and pick me up and take me home? No, thank you for asking. Thank you for asking that. That was good. All right. Well, I hope this was helpful. I hope it gave you a lot to think about. I don't know. Maybe people are going to get irritated and, this is all one big experiment for me. And so people might get irritated with the inconsistencies. I don't know. And unsubscribe, and that, that's totally okay. I'm saying that to myself. That's okay. But again, I need to be authentic and stay in this space. And because if I don't, it would be very, very hard for me to do this channel. So, because I really can't fake things. And then rather than pretending like they answered differently and wanted, just keep going and not even responding to how they answered in part 1 and 2, or taking 1 and 2 down. I thought, no, I need, and I wasn't even feeling bad about it. I just thought, oh, I'm getting these new ideas and maybe because it's the full moon or whatever. So that's where I'm at. And thank you so much for those of you who are following along on this journey. It's basically what it is. It's a journey for me, and you're allowing me into your living room and you're sitting in mine to process all this stuff and process life and talk about spirituality with a little bit more concreteness. It's not that much though, as you can see, but it sure helps me to process things in a different way. So if that's helpful for you, if you could subscribe, share, that'd be amazing. So, all right, have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.